Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Brown Wally here. Coming in with episode 2 of Invincible Season 3. Last where we left off, the episode ended with Mark on his way to confront Cecil after the whole issue with the revelation that he was still using those cybernetic creatures created by Psycho St. Clair. Not to mention putting in Darkwing back in action as a hero, even though he was guilty of murdering people, etc. My opinion on that is very set. I want to make it very clear. I am not saying that I am necessarily a pragmatic person, or because I'll be the first one to say I'm actually quite soft myself. I wouldn't have the heart to do certain things. But with that being said, I'm also the kind of person that tends to admit reality. Because basically, if it wasn't for Cecil doing what he did, all the heroes would have been toasted. Dr. Seismic, he captured them all. He had the patience and he orchestrated a hell of a plan that would have ended the demise of every single hero. And if it wasn't for Cecil's, and like I said, you don't have to agree with it, but he's right, and the reason behind it, like he said, St. Clair is a genius. He is a bad person, granted, but if you can use him, I don't see much of an issue with it. I'm sure that there's obviously trouble because of it, but ultimately, like I said, there's a reason Cecil's in charge of the whole global defense system. Where we left off was basically Mark just very pissed off at the fact, and he's going to confront him. As he left the underground area to go confront Cecil, Darkwing, still having one of those microchips or microphones in his little ear, he warned Cecil. We actually saw how he confronted Cecil. He went to him, asked him, what the hell's going on? Why is this happening? Why are these robots active? Why is Darkwing back out there in the world? And Cecil was trying to tell him, hey, you should probably go home, cool off, we'll talk about it later. And Mark's like, no. I'm not leaving until you put those guys away. And basically they went to that special white room that was revealed. I don't know if it was revealed in the first season or the second, but it's the kind of room that's completely white, and unless you're allowed to see, you can't see. But I digress. My point is that Mark eventually noticed, hey, what are we doing in this white room here? And he goes like, Cecil was like, the white room is for my protection. Protection from what? And next thing you know, those cybernetic creatures come out. I forgot what they're called, but he goes like, from you, Mark, from you. And that's pretty much where we left off. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this is going to escalate, because it's very apparent that neither one of them is going to back down. So either way, rambling on, just real quick. If you're watching, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, if you like my content, please do me a favor. Go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Help your bro out. And let's get on with the show.
Mark's speed has increased 65%, endurance 70%, strength 138%.
You're only asking me out now because the other me told you how miserable she was?
This episode with Dr. Seismic.
So is everyone!
I don't think so.
Are you working
And the revelation of the
You can't fix your
creatures.
mistakes. White room is for my protection.
protection from
And the
what?
ending.
From you.
The white room. Hey, I recognize that face.
Namaste, friend. How can I help you find inner peace today?
Got your
Thanks
piece
for
right here.
asking, but I think it's a little late for that. Get out, all of you. Now!
Hey, what's going on here?
This is Stedman. Nothing here. Tip was a bust.
That's Cecil.
Repeat. Tip was a bust.
Damn, he looks young here. How long ago was this? Uh-oh. Looks like that girl might not have been as innocent as she seemed. Or as she acted. What did he find? Oh! Oh, that means he's on his own. Oh,
But
damn.
it's too late.
Oh my goodness.
Place will be swarming
That's
with
what I call a
agents in
bad
minutes.
girl.
Nah, you gave the all clear. No one's coming. And they never
For-
will.
Oh dear. Clever. Oh no. That's okay. I'll go hand in hand with her any day. Damn, she is whooping his
Get
ass.
it. You're gonna set that thing off? Kill thousands? What for?
Someone like you could never see the beauty in it.
Lady, you don't know people.
Do for real. Oh.
Seems I returned just in time.
Oh, she had a boyfriend.
I knew who you were the minute I walked in.
And fear of death will never
Oh,
keep
no.
us from our destiny.
Wait!
Oh, they're gonna activate it.
No!
Whoa, 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 damn. Oh, man. Okay, you saw where that scar began. But he lost a hell of a lot more than just part of his face. Maybe he wanted to keep that scar on purpose? Similar to that bad guy from Avatar? Yeah, look, he's almost back together.
How many did we lose?
17. A fraction of what it would have been. We won, Cecil.
Ask the families of the 17 if they agree.
Glad to see the artificial skin tone, by the way. Except I'm gonna need my money back. They missed a spot.
It was all that was left of my real skin. They wanted to replace it, but I wouldn't let them.
Oh, okay.
It's a reminder that I messed up. And to never let it happen again.
Leave me, Steven. That's an order.
Not leaving the party early, are we?
What's it called? Big guy?
It's okay. They work for us now.
They're insane.
They were, but they were also too good to waste. So I fixed them.
That's what he does.
They should be in prison or dead.
They're making up for their mistakes.
Mistakes, that's what you call it?
Get your head out of your ass. They just saved lives.
Then let me express my gratitude.
Whoa, whoa.
I don't work with criminals. Not
Oh,
even if
dear.
they're...
I love the intro. Because it sounds to me that Cecil was exactly like Mark in the old days.
Fresh meat.
Was he convicted over that?
Good luck. His last cellmate left in a bucket.
Hi, what's your name?
Boss, you got a visitor.
Yo! Boss? Oh, damn.
Why are you here, Radcliffe?
Do you mind?
Damn! Boss!
Stepping down as GDA director, moving over to a new special projects group.
I don't care.
Yeah, for
I
real.
want you to replace me. There were 3 deaths a week in this place before you got here. You did exactly what you had to do. You brought order to chaos. Nothing more, nothing less. I told you
I'm always
before,
watching.
I don't waste talent, I fix it. This place was your rehabilitation. I can't force you to see things how they really are. But here's what you still don't understand. You can be the good guy. Or the guy who saves the world. You can't be both.
Damn. That was deep. I've never heard that one before, but I'm keeping that one.
The
Protection from what?
Okay, here we go. That's where we left off.
What are you even talking about?
It's my job to defend the planet from threats. Don't make me put you in that category, Mark. You see things one way, and you won't make room for any other viewpoint. You threaten people who disagree with you.
I don't threaten.
No? Because you're scaring the shit out of me right now.
You think you can shut me up?
Mark?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Ooh! There it is.
Do you think people here don't know what we do? Just stand down and we can talk this over.
Ah, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Is that all you got?
Why did you have to ask that, kid? Mark, I don't want to hurt you.
Oh dear.
I'm not the one who's gonna get hurt.
You said you don't do threats.
Yeah? Well, people change.
Oh dear. God! You're not gonna back down, neither one.
I'm warning you.
Oh, what's that?
Turns out we can transmit it to your earpiece. Not that earpiece. The one we implanted when you were in our hospital.
Oh
The one you
no.
didn't reach. So be reasonable, Mark. Go home.
We are so far past reasonable. Holy shit! Mark? Rudy, there's a thing in my head. You gotta get it out before Cecil finds me.
Everyone step back. This has nothing to do with you.
He's trying to kill me. D.A. Sinclair slaughtered students. Darkwing killed people in cold blood. Cecil's working with murderers. You all saw it.
We're not having this argument here.
I'd like to hear what
Oh
Invincible
dear.
has to say.
This isn't a democracy, Bulletproof.
Oh dear. Now he did it in front of him.
Oh my god! What are you... Stop it!
Stand down. All of you. I said this doesn't concern you.
Hell, it doesn't.
It looks bad. I can see why they're gonna take that side. Nah, they're not gonna let him. Because it looks bad. I can see why they did it.
Rex, no.
God damn it, Rex.
Why didn't that work?
It had a dead man switch. With the control destroyed, it can't be turned off. Frequency blocked.
There we go.
You arrogant little asshole.
Oh dear.
Look at this goddamn
Oh, no
mess.
insults.
Everywhere you go, destruction follows. Because of your ego. You're a hypocrite, waltzing off to help your mass-murdering dad. But God forbid anyone else screws up and then tries to make good. Don't you ever threaten me again. As for the rest of you...
Oh dear.
I will never work for you again. We're done. And if you ever come near my family again, I will kill you. Rudy, get this fucking thing out of my head. Now.
Yes. Of course.
Damn. Uh-oh. Looks like I think everybody's gonna be divided over this.
He promised me he'd protect you. After everything that happened with Nolan, he looked me in the eye and he promised.
Well, why didn't you kill him already? Then you wouldn't have to worry.
Oliver!
We don't kill.
But you just said you'd kill Cecil if
I had to make sure he took me seriously. That's all.
I've known Cecil since I was 14, the first GDA guy who wasn't a total dick.
He was scared of me. Of what I could become, I guess.
That's such bullshit. I know you. You don't hurt people if you can help it. I mean,
No.
Rex has
No,
been
that's good.
asking
He's
for
thinking about
years
it.
And you still haven't thrown him into space.
I know things are weird between us right now, but it means everything that you're here.
And I was worried about you.
Mm-hmm.
God, we don't have to talk about that right now.
If you really think I'd ask you out just because some future version of you told me to,
No, it's not just that. It was humiliating. She was from how many years in the future? 20? So the future me is almost 40 years old and she's still heartbroken over something that never happened 2 decades earlier. That's who I end up becoming? I need to think about this. We both do. I'll always have your back, Mark. And maybe that has to be enough for now.
Ooh, excuse me.
Cecil spent millions to put me back together. Then his dead monsters tried to rip us apart. What even are we to him?
No, they didn't. You attacked, honey. And granted, but...
Tanks and guns and all that stuff. Useful until we're not.
Cecil almost killed Mark.
Sure. Sounds like Cecil went too far. But Invincible made him do it when he broke into the Pentagon and started tearing shit up. The kid needs to learn what happens when you don't think things through.
What exactly was he supposed to think it through? When Cecil was frying his brain or when the Frankenbots were killing him?
Mark faced consequences for once. Good. Cecil's always gone soft on him. Just like his father.
All he had to do was follow orders. Like we all do. Do you even remember how badly you wanted to be a Guardian? How hard we all worked to be here? Just stop acting like you're the only one who almost died. I had just as close a call as you did.
This isn't about you, Kate. It's about Cecil.
Cecil only does what's necessary.
So I suppose it was necessary to put a bomb in Mark's head?
He just proved it was. What happened?
Oh, for the love of God! The Guardians are the best superheroes in the world! It's a privilege and an honor to work here. Yes, there's hardship. Yes, there's sacrifice. If you children don't like that, get out!
The door is over there.
You heard him. Who's coming?
Oh, dear.
I am. Me too.
Wait! Everybody calm down.
If Cecil did that to Mark, who's to say he wouldn't do that to all of us?
I'm out too. I can't work for a man I don't trust.
I'm staying.
I'm sorry, Immortal.
He's gonna let that pussy drive him to the other direction. I think Robot knows deep down.
Shapesmith? Samson?
Cecil let me live after what I did on Mars, and my bed is a race car, so I think Cecil. I'm gonna go Cecil.
What Cecil did was messed up. But I can't fix that from the outside.
Feel for
I've
everyone.
done more to stop Sinclair.
This isn't your fault.
He would have deserved it.
I've known you since we were 5 years old, and it's just not who you are.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
I should have.
If you killed him, you'd be just like him.
True.
The world doesn't need more people like that. It needs more people like Invincible.
Good advice. I'll consider it.
But, as much as you like her, there's something else.
I don't know what you mean.
Sure you do.
Invincible is the most powerful superhero on the planet.
Hey, now.
It's a simple fact. And someday, I might need him on my side.
Damn.
You always were a cold fish, man.
Damn. Okay. Hey. I didn't give him enough credit.
So this is it then.
It's better this way.
I think it is.
We have the reanimator.
People have sometimes to grow on their own.
And you can hold tryouts for new members soon. But I also have another suggestion. Invincible wasn't willing to give him another chance. I'm hoping that you'll be more open-minded.
I've made mistakes, I won't lie. But I'm trying to make up for them. If you'll have me, I'd be honored to serve.
It will be good to have Darkwing on the Guardians again.
He did murder people in Midnight City. It was one thing calling him in when we had no other choice. It's another putting him on the Guardians.
Oh dear.
People change, Donald. Bad guys reform, good guys forget what they're fighting for. It's just...
That's true. People change.
It's just how it works.
The most righteous person can one day become the most evilest or do the most horrible things. And the most vile person, in the right circumstances, could do the most noble thing.
Excuse me, sirs.
There are no losers here!
No match in our system, sir. We don't know who this is, or if they're friendly or not.
Jesus, we better hope he is. Prep a chopper.
Is that Omni-Man? It is. Oh! Damn, he sliced that bitch up good. Nice. Yeah, it's Omni-Man.
Who are you?
I like actually the Viltrum
Stedman,
get up.
Director of the
It's
Global
pretty cool.
Defense Agency. We run teams of superheroes to protect our planet from whatever dangers might arise. You don't look like you're from around here.
I'm from the planet Viltrum. My government sent me here to help protect the people of your world.
Huh. They did they?
Did they now?
What's your name?
Pupils dilated, heart rate elevated. He's an alien, so we don't know his norms. But if he were a human, he'd be lying.
Oh, shit. All that crap you said about the World Betterment Committee. Talk about a fairy tale. You don't get something for nothing in this universe.
Damn.
Well, he says he wants to help.
What's to live
So
by?
we'll let him help. For now.
Are you sure?
You saw how strong he is. As long as he saves lives, I don't give a damn about his motivations. But track his movements. Sort a file. And get the eggheads working on countermeasures. We'll figure out why he's really here. Darkwing will be fine, Donald. Just leave it be.
And Invincible.
We can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world. We can't be both.
Damn.
Hey.
Hey.
Can we talk? Just hear me out. When Cecil attacked
Just let me talk, damn it.
I thought I was gonna die.
Oh my God, that's awful.
That's not what I'm trying to say. When I was lying on the ground with that sound drilling into my head, the only thing I could think about was you. But if you feel half as much for me
Shooting
as
his
I feel
shot.
for you, then let's give it a try.
Okay.
Okay?
Nice. She said yes.
Okay. So are we dating or what?
Yes.
We fucking?
I mean, if you want to, I definitely want
You
to.
gonna fight or fuck?
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta get in there. That's right. Some of the luscious lips. It's my boy. Alright then. That was Invincible, episode 2, season 3. That was quite the episode. There was so much. I love the backstory of Cecil. It's very interesting, you know, and like as I was saying in between everything, it's hard not to be more nihilistic or pessimistic as you get older, because everything starts to look like a pattern. With that being said, though, I think there's always a balance between both of them. To put into perspective, like my personal stuff, like I tend to be very pessimistic about things, whether that be dating, yada yada yada, or if I do something that's obscene. And I got my little sister. She talks to me every so often, and you know she could be naive and whatever, but part of me just never wants her to change. Like, even though we kind of every so often argue in between those little talks she gives me that I shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be doing that, I can't just help but walk away from it, wishing and hoping that she never changes, because it's beautiful to have that innocence and you know, someone letting you know that you're doing it wrong or you shouldn't be doing it because it's morally wrong. There's a lot of value in that, honestly. And but back to the story, I'm very glad that they gave us more about Cecil because it's very apparent that he was just like Mark. When he was young, he was a lot more idealistic, black and white, you know. But he got sent to prison. He did his time, and he became the main man in the prison. And because of it, instead of these, I mean, the criminals were still criminals, obviously, but they respected him. He had them on order. And, you know, you don't get into it, but it's very obvious that the prison was very violent. And everything was out of order. People, you know, guards were getting killed and yada, yada, yada. And he put a stop to all that. And the only way he can do it is to get to know these people and to earn their respect, to work with them. And because of it, he was able to bring order to a place that was chaotic. And so basically he dropped that idealistic way of thinking. You know, he understood that people do change. But and yeah, and the fight that happened, everything in between, it was messed up. It looked bad. I can see why the Guardians did what they did, at least the younger ones. And it's like I said, it goes to how I was saying, you know, when you're younger, you really do have a more black and white view of the world. And when you get older, you just can't help but see patterns and eventually become more wise. And with wisdom comes nihilism or pessimism. Yeah, either way, it was a great episode. I'm glad to see that Mark finally shot his shot. Finally gets the girl, the one that he's always loved. Yeah, can't wait for episode 3. And I'll be with that one very soon. And this is your boy Brown Baldy. Thank you so much for joining me. And you have a good rest of your night.